Welcome back, gentle growers, to Gentle Herb Gardening, your peaceful space for discovering natural, old-world secrets that make modern gardening easier. Before we dive into today's fascinating topic, if you haven't yet subscribed, pause for a moment, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Every week, we uncover ancient gardening wisdom, organic tricks, and low-cost hacks that keep your plants thriving naturally, without chemicals or stress. Today's episode is a truly eye-opening one. They use this for pest control, ancient hacks you need now. We're going to travel back in time, before synthetic pesticides, before sprays and powders, to explore how ancient gardeners protected their crops using natural ingredients, plants, and clever techniques. And here's the amazing part. Most of these methods still work perfectly today. Long before chemical pesticides, farmers and herbalists relied on nature's own defense systems. They observed how certain plants resisted pests, how herbs repelled insects, and how soil balance affected plant strength. Instead of fighting nature, they worked with it. Ancient gardeners believed a healthy garden started with healthy soil and diverse plant life, and, modern science agrees. Healthy soil teems with beneficial microbes that help plants resist pests naturally. So, the first rule of ancient pest control was simple. Feed the soil, not the pest. Compost, ashes, fermented teas, and decaying plant matter kept their soil alive, and that made their crops resilient. One of the oldest pest control recipes in history, actually comes from early Chinese and Egyptian farmers, garlic and onion sprays. Both of these kitchen staples contain sulfur compounds that naturally repel aphids, beetles, and caterpillars. You can make your own by blending 3 cloves of garlic, 1 small onion, 1 teaspoon of mild soap, and 1 liter of water. Just let it steep overnight, then strain it and spray directly on affected plants. The strong scent, honestly, masks the smell of the plant and drives pests away. Ancient farmers even planted garlic between crops as a natural barrier, a method that still works beautifully today. In ancient India, the neem tree, Azadirachta indica, was called the village pharmacy. Every part of it was used, from its bark to its oil, and it was famous for its pest-repelling power. Neem leaves were soaked in water and sprayed over crops to keep away locusts, mites, and weevils. Ancient European and African farmers, had this really clever trick, dusting plants with wood ash. After a fire, the leftover ash was sprinkled around the base of plants to deter slugs, snails, and those pesky, soft-bodied insects. The alkaline ash dries them out, forming, a natural barrier. Similarly, finely crushed charcoal or lime powder was dusted on leaves to prevent fungal infections and ward off beetles. This was especially useful in those humid climates before modern fungicides existed. These simple, free materials turned out to be some of nature's strongest defenses. In medieval Europe and early Japan, gardeners made fermented plant teas using nettles, comfrey, and seaweed. These brews were left to ferment for a week, producing nutrient-rich liquids that strengthened plants and made them less appealing to pests. Perhaps the most powerful ancient lesson is this: don't try to kill every bug. Ancient farmers recognized that some insects were actually helpers. Ladybugs ate aphids, spiders trapped flies, and birds controlled caterpillars. By welcoming these natural predators, they created a balanced ecosystem where pests never took over completely. Modern gardeners can follow the same wisdom. Plant flowers like dill, fennel, and alyssum to attract beneficial insects, and avoid harsh chemicals that disrupt the natural order. So what's the real secret of ancient pest control? Patience, balance, and respect for the living soil. Every ingredient they used, from garlic and ash to neem and vinegar, worked because it supported nature instead of fighting it. You don't need expensive pesticides or complicated systems. All you need are simple, timeless tricks that gardeners have used for thousands of years, and most of them are already in your kitchen. If you found these ancient hacks inspiring, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow gardeners, and subscribe to Gentle Herb Gardening for more natural secrets every week. Let's keep the old wisdom alive, one gentle garden at a time.